Thank you, Veronique, for giving me the floor. I'm pleased to have the opportunity to address this technical meeting. My name is Charlotte, I'm 35 and I live in Paris. I was born into a family of 3 siblings. I had 1 brother and 1 sister. I am also a mother of 2 marvelous children, Marilou, my daughter, with 5, and Basile, my son, with 2. Cholesterol has always been part of my life. We knew there were some cholesterol problems in the family. Indeed, my mom had us tested when we were young. My brother and I were diagnosed with a high cholesterol rate. I remember that my mom had us follow a specific cooking class to learn how to take care of our cholesterol in the way we cook and we eat. We saw several doctors, but it seems back then they were not really sure if we needed to be treated or not as children. We had to take a horrible treatment at one point that we quickly decided to give up as it was too disgusting. Then my uncle Antoine had a heart attack at the age of 40, and it raised alarm bells on the real risk of having a high cholesterol rate. My mom took us to the endocrinologist again and decided that my brother must be treated. At that time, he was 17 and I was 19. The doctor explained that my brother must be treated, but I, because I'm a woman, I was apparently magically protected by my hormones. We grew up and we started our studies. My brother, Baptiste, started to study medicine, the famous, stressful, and very difficult first year as a medical student. He was really under pressure with the study. He smoked a lot, and he finally got accepted to the second year. During summer, he decided to go hiking in the mountains with some friends, and he found it very difficult. The day of his return to second year, he died alone at home from a massive heart attack. After this tragedy, and started treatment. Even if I had this tragedy in my family, it is still very difficult to understand the silent disease and to be very serious with the treatments. After this tragic, terrible event, I went back to the doctor and started treatment. Even if I had this tragedy in my family, it is still very difficult to understand the silent disease and to be very serious with the treatment. Now I am a mom and I just found out that my daughter Marilou is also unfortunately diagnosed with FH. I also feel lucky now to be well informed about the disease and the risk factor so that I can take good care of myself and of course of my daughter. I know that she can take treatment at early age in order to avoid another tragic situation. I also know that only 10% of people are actually diagnosed, so screening must be organized on a large scale for children, followed by appropriate treatment, so we can save lives. This is why I believe this meeting is so very important. It is, in my eyes, a real opportunity to avoid the situation Veronique and I have lived through. As I see it, there is good practice on FH screening in some parts of Europe. Surely it must be a right for all EU citizens who wish to have access to screening, and as well a universal screening. We need to think about raising awareness and understanding among the public at large about FH and how this can be addressed effectively to protect lives.